Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Riri, and I love testing myths and fads and trends. Today's video is one that I have been wanting to film and do for a very long time. Also something that hubby suggested, and I was like, yeah, I have that on my list. But today I am going to do half of my face with kind of today's trends, today's kind of methods of applying makeup, and then one side is going to be kind of my old school traditional way. No primers, no setting sprays, no nothing. As you guys know, I always say that I don't believe in eyelid primers. I tried them in the past. I didn't feel like they did much, and I usually just put concealer or my foundation on and call it a day. So one side we're going to be using an eye primer. We'll be hydrating the skin. We'll be completely setting the skin with a setting spray. We'll be using concealer, also something else that I didn't always used to use. We will be priming the skin, something else I used to never do. So yeah, and then doing my brows just with a standard pencil and clear brow gel or a white mascara, clear mascara like I used to, versus kind of really building them up and setting them. And then I'm going to wear the makeup the entire day and see, do these products actually really help? Do they prolong the wear of your makeup? Do they make anything stay, better, longer, etc.? Again, something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I kind of feel like sometimes we get told, well, you should buy this, this helps. If you do this, this helps. If you prep the skin this way, if you set it, it's going to stay. So I want to see, do these products really match the claims that, all these companies have given us? And does our makeup actually last longer on the skin and perform better? So with that being said, I just got out of the shower and I have only toned. I've done nothing else. I have always used moisturizer all over my entire skin. So we are going to, of course, moisturize all of the skin. And I'm going into my Ole Henriksen, the C Rush Brightening Cream. I've been really enjoying this lately. And we are going to slap this all over the face. So yeah, I always kind of have been more of a minimalist makeup wearer. You guys know this. Even up until probably the last 3 years or so, I never really used a whole lot of concealer. If I did, I used to use the hard candy one and just press it literally with my fingertips underneath here, or the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I've never used a ton of concealer. I never used to set like strategic places of my face. I literally would slap on, my foundation, press out a little bit of concealer, and then powder my entire face. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this and kind of do my version, my kind of old school-ish version versus today's way, which I'm not always a fan of. So yeah, we're gonna turn up some light. Maybe not that much. Oh my god, that looked like Casper. Okay, so we are going to get started. I think I'm going to do the kind of full out side for the right side, and then kind of my traditional way of doing things on the left side. So that means I'm going to go in with my Touch and Soul. I'm going in with the priming essence, or priming water, excuse me, and the Glassy Skin Balm. This is what I use all the time. I usually use the water more so towards here, and kind of press it into my nose and then above my brow where I get very dry. You guys know this. And then I like to really press this out first. Oh, it smells so good. I love their products. I genuinely am so excited that I found their products this year. I love them. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the Glassy Skin Balm, and I kind of put this more up on the forehead and the perimeter of my face. And we'll see. Does my makeup go on any easier? Does it go on any better? Does it feel any different? We're testing the whole shebang shaboozle today, y'all. Already I can say that this definitely feels way more hydrating, but we shall see. And I wasn't gonna put my headband on. I've been trying to not wear it because I've been having a lot of headaches. But these little bangs are still bangs, and it's still in my face. Alrighty. That didn't really do a whole lot, did it? So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and prep my lid while I am doing... No, let me not do that. We're going to continue to go in order. Alright, so let me get these out of my way. And I'm going to go in today with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation in the shade Desert Beige. And it's still just a little sample that I tried a few months back, or a month back. And this, I will apply the way that I've always applied it. I've always used a kabuki brush. So we'll see if this looks any different on this side versus this side. And y'all know I kind of press the bulk of the product here, kind of pounce it onto the skin in the areas where I really need extra coverage, and then I kind of pull it out and just kind of diffuse it like around the perimeter of my face. So foundation wise, I haven't really changed anything as far as the application goes. I've always moisturized, and I've always used either a flat top kabuki brush, or when I used to use like liquids, when I was like a teen, I would just use my fingers. But yeah, I've always done this. I always go over my eyelids either way, even if I plan on prepping them, which again, I don't believe in eyelid primer. I just feel like the concealer or the foundation does the same damn thing. But that's what today's video is about. And I'm kind of hoping that I have really good results on the side that doesn't have all the bells and whistles, so to speak. Only because then, y'all, I'm gonna save a whole lot of money, and you guys can too. And if not, then I'll eat my words and I'll be like, hey, I'm sorry, boo, because this really does work and really does help. So again, going into the area of my face, my complexion that really needs the boost, if you will. I don't feel like my foundation honestly is going on any differently. And again, I'm going to go over the lids, up into the hairline, into the ears. And I don't normally have my door open, as y'all know, but I'm home alone, so why the hell not? This foundation is so beautiful. If you have very, very dry skin like myself, I definitely would recommend to be, a little bit more hydrated. I do feel like it's a little bit drying, but it's so pretty. It has like such beautiful coverage. And then we're gonna blend down, of course. It's probably gonna be a long one, y'all, so yeah, I mean, y'all know I like to try to do things in real time. I'm not much of an editor. I'm just doing what I can on my channel, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty old school type of person, and I believe in it just kind of being, natural progression. You know what I mean? I like to just be on here and just be myself and do the damn thing, so to speak. So this side, I'm literally just gonna go ahead and just powder my entire fucking face. And I'm just using my little Kat Von D foundation. This thing is so freaking hard to open. There we go. And I'm just going in with a big, humongous fluffy brush, which is what I've always used. I'm kind of avoiding the direct under eye, as you can see. And this side over here, I'll completely avoid the entire under eye area because we will be concealing that part. And then here, I'm going to go right over my lid with the powder because, well, that's what I used to do all the time and kind of still what I do. So we are set. And then under this eye, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm literally doing a dot. Boop. That's all I used to use. And then over here, I still don't use a lot, as you guys know. I'll use a little bit more. And with this side, I'm going to really gently press it out with my finger. And I kind of make sure I get really up into the hollow. That's where I'm the darkest at. That's where like most of us will be really dark at. And I literally just used to press it in with my finger. And for about 3-ish years or so, I've used the NYX banana powder and just pressed it in with a sponge or a brush very softly. And I just hit pan on this, as y'all saw in a previous video. So I literally just press it in right here, the tiniest little bit, and I brush it away immediately. So that is that side. And then this side, I'm going to go in with my little brush. I've been using this brush right here from Luxie. It's like just a flat little, it's supposed to be like a shader brush, but oh my god, it works wonders for this. So I've really been loving doing that. And again, I'm going to really concentrate on that inner corner and make sure it's super well blended out. And this time I'm going to avoid my lid, which is not something I normally do. I always do my lid and then set it in place, and that is ultimately my shadow base or shadow primer, if you will. I'm still not noticing any differences at all with how anything is going on the skin as far as, you know, having the primer and stuff like that on. I don't really see any added luminosity on this side versus this side, only because I'm sure because the Estee Lauder is a little bit more drying on me. Normally, I will say that with my Touch in Sol, I do have a little bit more of like a luminous quality to the skin. And then I'm just going to press out right through here. And now with this side, I have, you know, recently, if I can find my brush, I've been taking this little brush right here and then going again into my banana powder or my GG Gorgeous powder, which is fantastic. So I'm just going in with this little Morphe brush and kind of really packing. Still not using a lot of powder. You guys know I am not a fan of powders. I cannot use them. That is probably why I don't like trendy makeup. So I'm going to use this and I'm really going to go into my smile lines and then add additional product here the way that I do now. And then again, I'm going to wipe this right away. So far not seeing any difference at all. Not feeling any difference. I don't feel like anything looks any different or anything like that. Obviously I have a slightly more coverage through here than here, but I still don't, I mean, it still looks pretty much the same to me. Okay. Now we're going to go in with our we're going to do brows first. Sorry, I'm all over the place, okay? So I'm going to go in with my Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Brunette. And I'm going to do my old school brow the way that I used to do it. I literally just did a pencil and I bought clear mascara from the dollar store for $1, y'all. Okay. No pomades, no powders, no top of the line bullshit. So we're going to see how this works. And I have to say, I mean, I worked retail for 17 years and I mean, I don't ever remember like coming home and just feeling completely disheveled as far as makeup goes. You know, I didn't ever come home and feel like, you know, I was coming home and saying, oh my God, babe, I look like shit. You know, my makeup's completely off, that kind of stuff. So we shall see. And I know a lot of people are like, why do you know, if there's a spoolie on here, why do you use this? I'm just used to doing this, especially because I'm so accustomed to doing other people's makeup. And I just kind of bend them this way. And that's just what I do. You know, obviously do you. Do whatever feels comfortable for you, my loves. So I have always just taken and really softly gone across the brow. Nice flicking feather-like strokes in the direction of the growth. And then I fill in and just kind of, again, go with the direction of the growth of the hair. And then I would always comb them down. And then do the exact same thing on top. Kind of do my little defined little line here. Still following the direction of the growth of the hair. And then following it down. And then again, just going through it with the spoolie, kind of softening up this edge here. And then just filling in wherever I feel like I need to fill in. Again, I never used powders, I never used pomades, none of that. I've always been a pencil girl. And back in the day, of course, this is still a drugstore one, that's why I chose to use this. That I used to use either the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, I think is what it was called, or the Maybelline Ultra Slim something, or the Maybelline Precise, something like that. I never used to cut the brows. I never used to go in and you know, really carve them out or anything like that. So I literally stopped here and threw in a clear brow gel, or a clear mascara. Mine was mascara. So this is just the Cella Clear Brow Gel. I also forgot to mention, let me tell you what time it is. It is 2:53 p.m. And I will wear this until at least 10 o'clock tonight. And I'm taking my son today when he gets home from school. We're going to go fill out applications and stuff like that. So I will be busy, and I'm also going to be filming after this most likely. So we're going to give it a good go. We're going to... Now, this side, you guys know that I always will hydrate, kind of prior to adding any other products, and then I go in with a specific set of actual product. So we are going to spray this side of my face. Oh God. And then I always go through with my little sponge and kind of press everything out and make sure nothing is looking cakey, thick, powdery, and it really blends the makeup in beautifully together. And then I'll go in and do this brow. So kind of start off the same way, except for y'all know that I've been using my Urban Decay Brow Blade and my Brow Endowed, both in Brunette Betty. And the actual pencil of this is completely empty, so I'm just going to go in with the Brow Blade side. I don't want to open my new one just because this has still got a lot of products in it. And I've always have kind of done the same, you know, thing as far as like kind of coming in here first. And now I don't really always do like a super defined line like I used to do. I think especially now because I actually have some brow to work with. If you're hearing buses and stuff, I do apologize. So this is what I've been doing recently. Kind of having just a more soft, like fluffy, very natural hair-like brow, as opposed to it being just a little bit more, I still like this. I still think that it's pretty. But this for me just is more natural looking, and I don't know. I like the way that I've been doing my brows more this way. And then same thing, just coming across here. Still kind of following with the direction of the hair growth and stuff as well. Although my brow is definitely not as defined, if you will, as it kind of used to be. And then we're going to kind of do our little flicks up through here. Another reason why I really love this particular product, and I've tried some like little cheapy versions of this, is because you can still see here, it still looks a little bit like not filled in, because of course I didn't need to use powder and be able to like really get in there. Whereas this is like kind of completely filled in. Alrighty. Then I have been going in, and you have to kind of move quickly with these products, I will say that, because they set pretty damn quickly. And if I am using the Brow Blade and this, I only use the color part of this. If not, I've been using obviously the primer with it. So we're going to go into the colored part. And again, this is, you know, supposed to be waterproof, which it is. Your brows don't move with this. But, you know, these are the alternative for, you know, kind of having more bulletproof brows, if you will, my darlings. This really does find every single freaking hair, even if you cannot like see them. This brush is picking them up, I promise you. And luckily I'm cleaning these up because they are looking kind of hot messes right now. And that's actually looking a little red to me. I'm gonna go in with, where's my new one? I am gonna go ahead and open my new one. Oh shit, where's it at? It's not in here. Hold, please. All right, crisis averted. So you can see that I left kind of a little bit of a mess, and used to, I obviously, like I said, I would go in with a brow pencil, do what I could, and then put some clear mascara on it. So today's methods, trends, are to go in and kind of really conceal the brows and really sculpt and shape the brows. I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and my Morphe M421. Yes, M421. And we're going to carve out our brow. I'm not going to go quite so intense or kind of extreme. I know there are a lot of people that like really carve out the brow and use a much, much lighter, you know, shade and stuff like that of concealer. I do this if I do cut my brows out or carve my brows out. And it's supposed to obviously give you just a cleaner, crisper, sharper looking brow, which we will see in just a second if that's true or not. I'm so excited for this, you guys. Like really, really excited. And I'm really sorry that my energy's down a little. I've even had a couple of my friends message me on Instagram, or like while we're messaging on Instagram, they're like, are you okay? Like, I'm just not my regular, normal, I guess, super chipper self. And I think people are trying to, I think people feel like I'm coming across as being a little bit short in conversation, and that is absolutely not what I'm trying to do. I'm in a headspace where I'm really just trying to get and stay focused, you know what I mean? And I feel like I am getting there. So there's the difference in the brows. I definitely can, I guess, see that it's a little bit more kind of crisp and clean. And of course, we will see with these bulletproof products, if they if they do look different by the end of the night, which y'all already know I'm a super fan of the, the Urban Decay products. I do feel like they work beautifully. So now we're going to prep this lid, and this lid doesn't get any prep. I just put my foundation and shit over it and call it a day. So I'm going to go in with Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. That is a mouthful. And this one is in Invisible. I've never used this, so this is also going to be a first impression for me. So it's like a kind of sheer skin tone color. And I'm just going to go in with this little same brush I used for my concealer. And you guys have heard me say a million times, I don't believe in eye primers. I don't think they're worth the money. I think that they're overhyped. People that use like the P. Louise base, people that use the like MAC Paint Chili pots and stuff like that, which I actually did get one, so I can do like a first impression of that as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. And I'm not going to set this. I mean, people typically don't set them. And I'm going to see how I like it or don't like it. I will obviously say it really does kind of cancel out everything and really does give me kind of a blank canvas to start with. So I do like that. I will give them that. And yeah, we're going to move on to our eyes. I'm going to try my new Revolution Beyond, what is this? Beyond Flawless palette that I got from my beautiful sister, Carolyn, for Christmas. I don't think I've ever tried any of their palettes. I'm 99% sure I've never tried their palettes. So some of this is also my first impression of things. That is what it looks like. It's actually pretty damn heavy. Like, I feel like it's pretty well made. And it's just neutral / cool. So, of course, we're just going to hop in and just do a neutral little something because we don't want to be here for 3 years. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. My actual eyeshadow application has not changed much at all in the last 3-5-ish years. Aside from the fact that I used to kind of stay a little closer down here. And now, of course, I really blow it out and really bring it up because especially as I've gotten older and my lids have become more heavy and more hooded, I've had to do that. So I'm just going to go into a little pretty neutral bone shade, sweep that across the entire lid. On both eyes. And of course the eyeshadow look is going to be the exact same on both. We just happen to have our primer on this side. So I'm going to let y'all know the whole zhuzh. Do I feel like it's going on any easier? Does it look any different to me? Those kind of things. I think I'm going to go into this pretty kind of taupey green shade. Surprisingly, there's not much fallout here. Oh, now there is on my cheek. Huh. Oh, that sucks. So I'm literally just going to press that right here into the outer part of the lid. Looks really pretty, but oh my god, that's a lot of fallout. Matter of fact, let's do something else that everybody does today. And let's put 85 pounds of powder on our face, why don't we? I'm probably going to look freaking cakey as hell on this side because, of course, most people bake and stuff now. So yeah, and I think that's why I don't like to use many powder products, and I don't get into the whole like let's bake and let's whatever. Of course, if I'm doing a client and they have very oily skin, I of course will do that. So okay. And again, you'll know I press the pigment in first. Put my mirror closer this way. And then I will blend it out. And I'm kind of bringing this about halfway in. I actually do feel like that looks a little more intense. Am I crazy? Again, about halfway. And then whatever residual product is left on the brush, I'm going to bring it in. Again, just going really soft and really neutral. Y'all know that's kind of like my zhuzh. Although I typically go slightly warmer, of course. I also have a lot of collabs coming up, and I'm very excited about, and that I will be filming in the next few days. You will honestly probably see all the collabs before this because they're scheduled prior to me actually putting this up. And I want to say too, like, I am not in any way shitting on people who kind of live for collabs. I'm going with this like kind of dark grayish blue. They're not always my favorite thing to do. That's probably why I don't really do a whole lot of them. And I kind of feel like I get the short end of the stick, so to speak, sometimes with collabs, because I always, you know, load, of course, other than like Halloween week and Christmas and shit like that. I really try to keep my schedule as, you know, consistent as possible. You know, I used to load on Sundays and Wednesdays because that was the nights that Brett had pool. And then I kind of switched it to really kind of get the ground rolling, if you will, the ball rolling. I switched it to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I really tried to set them to post right around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And I try to do that because I feel like so many people will upload at, you know, an even time. It's either 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever. And I really feel like, you know, 1 to 3 is kind of the it time, if you will. So I just try to, you know, post at a different time, which I guess on my part could be smart, but could be really stupid, because if that's kind of the it time to post, then clearly I'm not posting at the it time. But yeah, I always feel like, and I've heard, I'm not going to say her name because I completely agree with her 100%, but even she said it. She was like, I don't feel like I get anything out of doing a collaboration in regard to, for me, here's 2 types of collaborations. Like the ones that I'm about to do now. I have 4 set up. I'm doing these with people that I really love, really respect, and want to do it more so because, you know, it's something fun to do with someone that I love and care for and respect. I also feel like there are collabs where people are really trying to, you know, get notoriety, get, you know, subscribers and stuff like that. And I have not had the best success with the latter of those 2 types of collabs. I will get, you know, 2 or 3 new subscribers in doing a collab. So for me to go, you know, kind of off kilter, if you will, and to go against my, you know, actual schedule, because it's always someone else determining, you know, when they get posted. For me, it's just not worth it. It's honestly not. And I've also heard some other people kind of just say, like, I'm going to be not doing collabs anymore because if the point is to kind of gain subscribers, it's not happening. And I guess that's where I'm at with it. Not to say that I'll never do, you know, a large collab, not to say that I don't think that they are fun, but from here on out, I'm doing them because they're fun. You know what I mean? Not because I feel like I'm going to gain 1 million subscribers. I'm going in with this really pretty metallic-y kind of little, I don't know, light champagne taupey color, and just pressing that in. So again, my eyeshadow application has not actually, I mean, it really hasn't changed much at all. Aside from I used to do really crazy colors all the time. But yeah, so, and I always, you know, I want to say too, I never want to be an asshole to people. That's not me, but I also am going to speak my mind, and I'm not going to let people walk all over me. And I feel like if you're going to do a collab, then it can't be one person saying, let's do this, let's do it at this time, let's do it this day, let's do it with this, and let's do it this way. It has to be a group effort, you guys, so that it benefits everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people are kind of selfish in the realm of doing collabs. I'm going to spray my brush for this eye and do inner corner highlight, which is not something that I've always done. So I'm going to just do this side. And I feel like that's it. I've always kind of done my little zhuzh up here at the brow line. This palette actually is really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised by it. But yeah, just, you know, if you are someone that really loves collabs and you like reaching out to people, you know, keep in mind that it's okay to change your schedule too, and the time you upload and stuff too. It shouldn't always be exactly what you want. And I know that's tough, especially for those of us who've done it for a long time, and those of us who are like hell-bent on, I need to post it this time, etc. So yeah, I just, you know, I was listening to her, watching her video, and if she wants to comment, she can. She knows who she is, I'm sure. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like people just get fucking selfish with things. I feel like also we are in this, you know, realm of people kind of want to do things right here, right now, and they don't always want to put in the work for things. I think that's another reason why I do feel, you know, a little bit defeated with things. But yeah. And I used to not put a ton of color under here, so I'm just going to very softly and very lightly come under here about halfway. I'm kind of mixing how I do my makeup today, like my everyday makeup, versus how I would have done it, say, 5 years ago working at Food Line. Yeah, I don't really see a huge difference. I guess I can kind of see that it looks slightly more pigmented here. I guess it's going to be more so about how do they wear, you know, at the end of the day. And then I'm just going to take a softer brush and just kind of blow this out a little bit. You know, just like I'm not into, you know, I will never pay to have like fake subscribers or fake followers and stuff like that. That's not my thing. And again, I know that I get frustrated with the whole, you know, feeling like I've been kind of treading water for 2 fucking years. But I want to do it the right way, and I have to stay true to my aesthetic and true to who I am. Yeah, I feel like people can be selfish. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm spraying this side again because that's what I do all the time, and that is kind of, you know, the thing, is to, you know, hydrate and refresh the skin and stuff like that. Whereas back in the day, she was what she was, honey. Oh God. Let me not go back over that with powder. So already this side, I'm feeling like I'm getting a little powdery even when I'm spraying stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then next up, I'm going to go in and actually contour because, you know, contour is what you're supposed to do, y'all. I'm going to go into my little Too Faced Cocoa Contour and this little Firm SL Miss Glam brush. And contouring is not something that I do all the time. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I mean, I know that it can make a difference, but I don't feel like it's necessary at all. And when I do contour, I really like to just kind of focus up in here and kind of really stay in my natural hairline, as opposed to my unnatural hairline. But yeah, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm not, you know, if you are one of those people that I'm collabing with and, you know, you've kind of called me out and be like, girl, what's wrong with you? It's, first and foremost, I'm just frustrated. I'm honestly frustrated as fuck with my channel. And then I'm also kind of starting to see certain patterns with certain people. Again, I'm not going to name names, and it's nobody that I'm collabing with right now at all. Everyone has been wonderful. But, you know, kind of this thing that people want to have you subscribe, and, you know, the whole thing is to now, you know, really cut the jawline and, like, sit with powder from Main Times and Bake. Which y'all know I don't like. I just feel like there's this kind of big thing now where people kind of want to be supported, but then they don't want to be supportive of other people. I literally just went through and I was at 803 people I was subscribed to. I'm going in with my Too Faced bronzer. This is the Chocolate Gold Soleil. Yeah, Chocolate Gold Soleil. And my big brush. I've always used a big brush. Matter of fact, I used to have this Revlon brush that was even fatter than this. And I would do just my entire face in, you know, in the 3 to warm up my complexion. Ugh, I loved that brush so much. So I've always done this step. Always. It smells so good. But So yeah, on this side, we're just going to kind of really lightly go through. And I've always loved, you know, nice, like, highlighty, glimmery types of bronzers. Oh my god, this smells so fucking good. Woo! And then, of course, over here, we're kind of making it mesh well with our little contour over here. So yeah, okay, I know I'm like all over the fucking place. I do apologize. But I don't get some people. I don't get how people are doing things. And like I said, I was subscribed to 803 people. And I finally was like, you know what? There are some people, you guys, that I have watched, I've commented and stuff like that, tried to be supportive, and these people literally have never come to my channel, never watched the video, never commented, and I'm like, you know what, that's bullshit, like, I'm over it. I've also unsubscribed. I'm down to like maybe 600 people now that I'm subscribed to, which is still way too fucking much to keep up with, but, okay, contour does help. Again, I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm squirreling. But yeah, I've even unsubscribed from like very big YouTubers. And then I'm also kind of at a place now where I am no longer going to be doing like a sub for a sub type bullshit. I think that's ridiculous. Y'all can do it if y'all want to, honey. More power to you. But I realize that that's kind of a thing. And a lot of people do it. And again, I'm not knocking anyone. We're going to let all this sit down here for a million years because that's what we do today. And then I'm going to add my blush and stuff. And this side, literally, I just kind of always kept it just really soft. I really kind of liked a softer, more diffused, kind of blown out. I still do. You know, kind of like bronzer, contour look, whatever. And then I'm going to go into my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. This is one of my OGs. I've loved Laura Geller for probably 10 plus years. And I've always kind of done blush the same exact way, where I kind of really push it into the apples of the cheeks. And I always avoid these lines. And this is a glimmery blush, which I love. And I've always loved, again, glimmery, you know, kind of more highlighty bronzers and blushes and stuff like that. It's just, I love it. I love the aesthetic. So that being said, I've deleted a whole bunch of people. And I am now not going to do sub for sub. Now, if it's someone that I know, someone that, you are subscribed to, and you're like, oh my God, Riri, my friend so-and-so just subscribed. She's amazing. She'll truly be supportive, etc. Then I will subscribe to the person. If not, I'm not doing it anymore. Plain and simple. This is going to sound really shitty, but we as creators don't need creators subscribing to our channels. We as creators need watchers subscribing to our channels. And I'm looking at it like this, and I've heard a lot of very big, influencer subscriber or channels say this. If you have 10,000 people that are subscribed to you, and 10,000 people are creators, nobody's going to watch your content, guys. Nobody's going to sit and be engaging in your content. I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette and going into these two shades right here, Mesmerized and Iced. Whereas if you have 10,000 subscribers who are all watchers, which is what we need for the engagement, you're going to obviously be more successful. I'm looking at it like this. There are, people all the way up, and I don't normally do all that. But I'm taking it the way that, new school does it. And I don't like that whole thing because then I feel like you look just fucking sweaty, and I don't like that look, that aesthetic, personally. But there are people that I know that kind of climbed really quickly by doing lives and 400,000 giveaways, which I also don't like and don't believe in. Again, this is my personal preference. If y'all get pissed, oh fucking well. It's my opinion. But there are people that I know that have 4, 5, 6,000 subscribers and literally get 40 and 50 views. You need to recheck what you're doing. Not that I am like the poster child for a successful channel, because I'm not. But I'm being true to who I am. My aesthetic is me. Who I am is me. What I produce and put up is me. You know what I mean? My highlight hasn't really changed much. I don't always come all the way over to here. And I'm even going to put some down through here. which I also don't do because I think it just looks like sweat. But I feel like also people that post every single day, I know I did for Halloween and for Christmas. Aside from that, I don't like to do that. But people that post every day and multiple times a day, you're also not going to get the watch time and stuff that you want. Again, I'm not saying this, you know, being like, oh my God, I'm the greatest YouTuber on the planet, because I'm in no way the greatest ever, not anywhere near close to that. What I'm saying is I'm finally, as a creator, thinking like a creator and looking at other creators as a watcher, if that makes any fucking sense at all. So everything's looking good. I will say definitely cutting everything. I do feel a little bit more snatched, but I also feel really greasy on this side, which ain't cute. So we're going to keep this here and we're going to go on to mascara. I'm also going to be using a mascara primer or a lash primer. But so now that I'm kind of looking at things differently, and I've watched a few very large YouTubers kind of explain this type of stuff as well. A very, very large YouTuber, you guys, is not dependent upon other creators for watch time, for views, for engagement, for subscribers. They are also, if you pay attention and notice, they will never have their subscribers public. They're also not subscribed to very many people because they are too busy being a creator. And that's something that I was like, God, I cannot fucking keep up. No matter what I do, I cannot keep up with everybody I'm subscribed to. You know, when I was just a watcher, of course, I could sit down and watch YouTube as much as I wanted to do and, you know, binge watch one person for hours and hours and hours at a time. You know, I didn't have to worry about it. But that's why these large, massive YouTubers do not subscribe to other people. They are creators. They are not watchers. So, you know, I'm looking at that. They don't have time as it is, you guys, especially for those of you that are, you know, that I'm very close to that have, you know, 4, 5, 6, 10,000 subscribers already. You are already at the point now where you literally are not even watching any other creators, and that's fine. That you're not even watching any creators, that you're literally apologizing, you know, out the wazoo because you can't keep up because you're too busy being a creator. That is where I am at. And again, I'm sorry, this is just a vent sesh and I'm all over the fucking place. And I know that, and I do humbly apologize for that. But I'm finally, like, things are fucking clicking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finally realizing, like, Darissa, you cannot sit here and watch 800. There's no way, you guys, it's not humanly possible. I cannot do it. I cannot keep up with trying to comment back on my own comments, keep up with my own comments, record a film 3 times a week, edit, take care of my son, my pets, my family, my home, my husband, grocery shop, bill pay, and everything else. It is not humanly possible. So we as creators, especially, and I'm talking to those of us that are me, you know, very small creators who are trying to get to that next level, so to speak. This side I'm just going in with just mascara. But we have to sit back and we have to be more forgiving of fellow creators, you know, our fellow kind of small creators that are saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry I have not been able to watch. And this, you know, I am no longer expecting creators to watch my content all the time. Now, I am not saying, hey, fuck you, I'm not watching anyone anymore. I'm definitely not saying that. Those that I have been, you know, supportive of and been watching and been commenting and been engaging with, I will continue to do so because that would be really shitty of me to just stop. And I hope that even in saying all of this, that you guys are still on board with me and that those of you who have been here, I'm looking for my Q-tip that I just freaking had. But those of you who have been here, you will also continue to be here. But what I'm saying is moving forward now, I am no longer relying on creators to kind of get me to the next level because I understand how hard you are working to keep your own channel afloat and how hard it is to keep up yourself. You know what I mean? And guys, we're human. We can only do so much. And now that I'm finally kind of bringing myself back down to like that realization, because at first I was getting really pissed. And I was like, you know what? I watch so-and-so all the time. I've left a million comments, and this person literally has never come to my channel. Now, those people I'm going to unsubscribe from. I'm not doing it, period. Okay, now I'm going to go through and wipe all this off. But again, those of you that are, you know, have been supportive, you are supportive. I am still obviously going to be supportive of you guys. That's not in me to not do that. You know what I mean? I know how hard you're working. What I'm saying is from here forward, go watch some larger YouTubers, especially, you know, there are things about like the perfect YouTube tag and things like that. You will hear them say, I'm sitting with Urban Decay All Nighter on this side. You will hear them say, I am not subscribed to, you know, more than 20 people. I do not comment. I do not this. I do not that. I do not have notifications on. Because you guys, they don't have the time. When you have 100,000 freaking subscribers, you're not worried about subscribing to someone else. That doesn't mean you don't appreciate what other content creators do, because you can still, you know, appreciate them. You can watch them in your off time if that, you know, the opportunity is there. But we need, and my son was even telling me this, like I had this freaking aha fucking moment. Lips, the only thing different I'm doing, I'm going with Kylie Candy K lip liner and the liquid lip. I'm lining my lips on this side. That's kind of the trendy, the it'll stay all day type of thing. And this side, I'll just go with the lipstick. But he even was like, Mom, he's like, you don't need creators. You don't need other smaller creators to watch you. You need watchers. You need people who want to sit down and binge watch your ass for hours and hours and hours. Of course, he didn't say ass. And I was like, you know what? You're right. All right, we do the lips. We're at almost an hour, so I decided to go ahead and do it off camera. So this one's lined, and I went slightly outside the lip line. I'm feeling definitely a little dry here, but it really does look super fucking airbrushed. The shadows, I can see just a little bit, maybe a little bit more intenseness over here. Intensity. I really like my brow better here, being a little bit lighter. I kind of went a little heavy-handed because I'm growing my brows out, so they look crazy as fuck right now. But yeah, I don't really see a whole lot of differences. I really do actually like the clean line. I might go back into kind of putting a little bit of powder down here, you know, just a little bit. I don't like the highlight like everywhere. It's just not for me. But here is our after look. So you see how everything looks now, and yeah, I will do, of course, some check-ins, and we'll see how everything wears. It is now 3:30. So yeah, again, forgive my ranting. You guys, I'm so frustrated with how things get done, and frustrated with grimy ass people, and some of y'all are, and you know who you are. But yeah, I'm just saying, don't get frustrated at other people that cannot watch you all the time, or assume that that person is just not being supportive. Just keep in mind, they're also trying to be on the grind and do the same thing that you're doing. They're also trying to be successful and have a successful channel. And for me, this isn't just, hey, I want to do a channel and do makeup. This is what I want my career to be. This is how I want to be able to provide for my family. And it is also my escape from my depression and my anxiety and stuff like that. And kind of my way, into the outside world. So thank you, beauties, so much. I hope you guys understand. Don't think that I'm being a see you next Tuesday. That's not my intention. I'm just saying, maybe start reeling it in a little bit. Don't get so pissed off at other people when they cannot watch you or think that they're not supportive. Kind of try to retrain your brain too, maybe. And this may just be something that just is something I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a 6-year-old kid who watches YouTube literally nonstop would probably be the smartest person to, kind of come to me and be like, Mom, you need to not be subscribing to people that say they're going to subscribe to you, because 99% of the time they're idiots and jackasses and liars, and they subscribe then unsubscribe when I subscribe. Not cool. And also I know that, other creators, you guys cannot sit down and watch me every single day. You just can't. Just like I cannot sit down, and I'm tired of feeling guilty about it. I shouldn't feel guilty that I don't have time to sit down and watch every single video that every single person I'm subscribed to, does post. I cannot do it, and I'm not going to do it anymore, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. So that's that. Hopefully we'll see if we're actually going to debunk any myths, or are they not actually myths and they all fucking work. So we'll see later on. Okay, I definitely do see that this side does definitely look more airbrushed, but it also feels drier. So yeah, I will be back later on for a check-in, and I love you, beauties, and please always be your best beautiful. Bye, beauties. Hey, beauties, I am back for a check-in. It is now 6:14 p.m. So far everything looks amazing still. I don't really see a huge difference aside from, and even hubby noticed it when he got home. You can definitely, I guess, because I've sprayed so much, really saturated the skin over here and kind of pressed everything into the skin on this side. Again, obviously there's no filters. I don't use filters when I post, and I've never used Facetune. Yeah, I've never used that kind of stuff, but obviously this is my skin. But you can definitely see visible pores. I mean, I still don't mind it. I mean, we have pores, we're humans. But like over here just looks so much better and so much more smooth, being able to have, you know, the spray and kind of saturating everything into the skin as opposed to sitting on top of the skin. I don't notice a difference with really anything other than that. I do see just a little bit of kind of settling in the nose on this side, just because obviously I had a little bit more powder on this side. And yeah, I mean, I'm not super mad at this. I definitely still do not like that much highlight, like being highlighted all over. Yeah, I think everything still looks really beautiful on both sides. I feel like everything's kind of wearing pretty evenly thus far. But I like that this side really looks super fucking airbrushed. Like my skin looks stunning on this side. It feels a little heavier than this side and it is a little bit drier. But the way it looks is crazy different. So yeah, I will check in again tonight at probably 10 or 11. I'm about to film again, and I just got done eating and I'm about to cook for my husband and my son. So yeah, I will be back and be your best beautiful. All right, beauties, this is our final check-in and it is 11:41 p.m. So this has been on a very long time. I have eaten 2 meals. I've done a clothing haul and was sweating my little tushy off doing my clothing haul. So I think that it's fair to say that this has been a pretty good damn wear test. Okay. So let's move the bangs. I definitely have gotten some oils across my forehead and stuff like that. I kind of definitely still feel like this looks way more airbrushed than this side. Even Brett was like, yeah, I could definitely see your pores and stuff on this side. The lip kind of, it kind of failed equally, I guess. I don't see a difference at all in like one side of the lips to the next. But I definitely will say on this side, aside from a little bit, I feel like it got a little dry. Like I said earlier, it was a little dry. I feel like other than it settling just a little bit right here, I feel like that's it. I definitely feel like this side does look better. And I also feel like over here, the eyeshadow does look better as well. Let me close my eyes. So yeah, I actually do think that putting, obviously putting powders and stuff like that and the primer and the setting spray and stuff definitely made a huge difference. I mean, this side hasn't like disappeared, although I can kind of see like a little bit through here, probably from putting my hands on my face. But I was doing that on this side as well. So I guess they do actually serve a purpose. Like my makeup on this side looks incredible still. Like I said, other than it just settling right here. And of course, on my forehead, I think no matter what, it was going to kind of break through the oils. I mean, it's been almost 9 hours, I think. Yeah, I'm going to incorporate maybe both methods. Again, just because this, for me, just looks drier to me and my skin feels drier to me. Although I will say that it looks really fucking beautiful and really airbrushed. As opposed to this side where I can see, which if I spray everything, it, you know, doesn't always look like this, and highlight doesn't settle in that way when I do spray my face and kind of stay really hydrated. But I see a pretty drastic change from one side to the next, and I'm kind of liking this side better. And I definitely think that the eye primer did help, although I didn't actually like conceal and pat this one out. So I'm probably going to revisit the eyes again. But yeah, I'm actually pretty pleasantly surprised. I don't think we debunked anything. You can kind of see some stuff kind of popping through on this side. This side definitely has broken down more. But of course I didn't have primer on this side or anything like that. And normally I would do primer. So I think I'm going to start kind of incorporating, maybe adding a little more powder to my skin. And maybe try using a primer on my lids. Although, like I said, I didn't set this the way that I normally do, but I can even see like where it transferred like my mascara and stuff. And even with the mascara, I feel like obviously the mascara even transferred and stuff up here. And my lashes have kind of fallen some, whereas on this side where I use the primer the lash primer, they're still up. So, okay. I don't think I debunked a damn thing because they clearly know what the fuck they're talking about. My apologies in this video being 400 hours long. If you lasted this long, thank you so very much. I love your guts. That is it for me. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys see a difference in the skin and in the sections of the face or the size of the face? Again, the lip, I feel like it doesn't matter if you put a liner on or not. When you're eating multiple meals, talking, sweating, etc., the lip product's just gonna go. It just is. Yeah, which again, this side doesn't look bad. I just, my makeup has kind of disappeared some from here, and you can definitely see my pores. And again, you guys, there's obviously no filter. I don't even know how to put a filter on a cell phone camera. Can you do that? I don't know. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. My apologies again in how long this video was. I am getting ready to go my ass to bed because I am a sleepy little hoe tonight, okay? Thank you guys so very much. Let me know your thoughts and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties. Good morning, beauties. Different change of scenery, faux show, and y'all thought this video was over, so did I. Jesus criminy, it is an hour long. I'm so fucking sorry. It is 7:50 in the morning the next morning, so I'm not high and just woke up. But I actually wanted to take this test a little further and sleep in my makeup. Do not do that. Do not recommend that. As soon as I get home from taking my son to school, I will be washing my damn face very thoroughly. But y'all, it literally looks like I just put makeup on this side. I'm just saying. Aside from like my forehead being a little shiny. But I will say, honestly, even this side that was not set, was not primed, prepped, or anything like that, it still looks decent. You know what I mean? It still looks good even 24 hours later. Obviously things have broken down. I think that I'm probably going to revisit this again, and just maybe come back here and comment, because I did use the Estee Lauder, which already lasts a very long time. Of course, I washed my lips and stuff off last night because I cannot sleep like that with like something on my lips other than like my treatments. So yeah, I'm gonna revisit it and use kind of one of my everyday foundations, if you will, just because I know already this one was kind of long wear. So yeah, this, I mean, it still looks fucking flawless. Like there's zero oil in my skin still. Like there's nothing there aside from the forehead area. So yeah, I'm gonna revisit it, but holy freaking poop. So I will be definitely kind of incorporating maybe a little bit more powder into my routine. But yeah, it literally looks like I just did my damn makeup, y'all. Say good morning to my handsome baby. But that is it. I'm gonna go take him and then come back. Oh yeah, and the lashes still, I mean, of course they look decent on this side, but like, guys, I literally look like I just applied on makeup on this side. So that is my debunking, but not really debunking because they all work. Makeup myths and, fads, trends, etc. So that is it. I hope you beauties have a wonderful day. If you have kiddos, I hope they have a great day at school. Bye, beauties.